Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Teacher Raya once again, and for those who just tuned in, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I will assure you that you will really learn many things about grammar and oral communication for my students out there. Okay, so for today's lesson, we're going to discuss how and when to use can and may in sentences. Can these two be possibly used interchangeably? Okay, probably the difference between these two may not be that complicated. Okay, probably for those who are strict in grammar, yes, it is possible. But for the average English speakers, in general, it may not be that strict. Okay, so let's try to study how the structures of can and may differ in sentences, and it's in the sentence in their sentences or the context of around the sentence. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so for the discussion when to use can and may, according to the grammar dictionary, okay, grammar.yourdictionary.com, it states there that can and may are both modal verbs that express mood when used with main verbs. Okay. However, whether they are interchangeable or not depends on whether the context requires classic usage or modern speech. Okay, so generally before, yes, as we try to define, okay, can, this is actually used to indicate something, someone can do something, okay, or the ability for someone to do something. That's the general rule of can, okay, for the sentences. On the other hand, may is more on the possibility of something that is going to happen. Okay, so may refers to the possibility of something happening. Okay, okay. I'll just try to check here so that you can clearly see the definition there. Okay, the screen. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so again, can indicates that someone has the ability to do something. Let's try to have another difference using a sentence. Okay, I have here the sentence, can I invite you for lunch? Okay, so I'll have to remove, I mean not remove, but trying to adjust my my camera again. Okay, so here, can I invite you for lunch? Another sentence here, may I invite you for lunch? Okay, so what do you think about the two sentences? Do they really differ? Okay, so this is their explanation. Okay, for can I invite you for lunch here? Okay, so here it brings the tone of the sentence to a more casual level. Okay, so for may I invite you for lunch? Okay, it's more on the tone of the sentence now sounds more formal this time. Okay, but as to the idea of the sentence, how it is being delivered, so they have both the same meaning. You are inviting someone for lunch. Okay, so it already depends as to the context now of the conversation. Okay, as to whom you are inviting. Yeah, the professor or just your classmate. Okay, so if it's just your classmate, then you can just use can I invite you for lunch? Okay, but if it's too formal, yes, then you can use may. Sir, may I invite you for lunch? Or ma'am, may I invite you for lunch? So the tone is more formal. Okay, so that's the other difference. Okay, let's try to find out more. Okay, more sentences. Okay, and how do they differ? Okay, so when to use can and may. Okay, here for can, sentences that convey person's ability to do something should always use can. Okay, so if a certain person has the ability to do something, then the modal verb that you're going to use is can. Okay, we have here example sentences. Okay, Jason can type almost 90 words a minute. Can type, so which means to say Jason has this ability. So it's not really that common. In my case, I can only type 40 words per minute. Okay, Yes, so that is really something ability. Okay. Another sentence, Bart can speak the English language fluently. Okay, so maybe for others, yes, we don't have that ability, but Bart has. Bart can speak the English language fluently. Okay, another sentence, Raymar can play the guitar. Okay, so not all of us can play the guitar. I do, but you're not that well. Okay, but Raymar can play the guitar. So Raymar has the ability to do or to play the guitar. Okay, let's try to find out, okay, how, okay, may is used. Okay, so we have, okay, yes, can you see it? Okay, sentences that describe an event's possibility should use may. Okay, sentences that describe an event's possibility should use may. Okay, but for lesser possibility, you can actually use might. Okay, lesser possibility than may is might. But yeah, the two can also be interchangeable. You can use either. It's just that, again, as we mentioned in our introduction earlier, if you are into strict grammar, if you are that really grammarian, yes, so then yes, you are into that. You focus into that level. Okay, but anyway, we don't really matter. Yeah, when we speak for, yes, English speakers, it's more probably into writing. Okay, so let's try to have sentences for me here. Okay, A Walk to Remember movie may be the best movie I've ever seen or I've ever watched. A Walk to Remember may be the best movie I've ever seen. Okay, so may. So it's possible that, yeah, not, no. Okay. Again, another sentence. It may rain during the basketball game. So possible that it it may rain. Okay, higher possibility compared to it might rain. Okay, so probably when you have when you said or when you say this statement, you have seen the gloomy weather outside. Yes, so it signals that it's about to rain or rain may occur any time of the day. Okay, that's why you can say it may rain. Another sentence, I may give a quiz after the discussion. So it's possible for me to give a quiz, especially when I notice that my students aren't paying attention to my discussion. Yes, it's possible. Okay, I may give a quiz after the discussion. If I use I might, then lesser possibility. Yes, so students, you will not worry about it. Okay, so I hope these examples, this is a very short discussion, but I hope you learned something from this. Okay, the difference of can and may, when to use them in sentences. Okay, for can, generally we use that for abilities, or yes, you do have the ability to do something. For may, so events that are possible to happen. Okay, and for can, yes, it's also yes, you can use, but not you can use for invitation, but not that formal. Okay, less formal for can. Okay, we use may for formal invitation. Okay, so that would be all for today's lesson. It's quite simple, so I hope you learned. Okay, you already know how to use can and may in your sentences. Thank you for joining today's lesson, and please do wait for the next videos to come, more lessons about grammar. Please don't forget to like and subscribe if you, yes, enjoy the lesson for today. Okay, thank you, and see you again for my next lesson. Okay, goodbye everyone.